Hey, Nana, apparently there's a new buffet in the area. I want to go.
It just opened today, right? I think it might be really busy. They even handed out discount coupons.
No, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go.
Okay, fine. My name is Nana. I'm 28 years old. It's been half a year since I married my husband, Sorao. We were long distance for the longest time before we started living together, but I'm honestly surprised at some of his behaviors. It's so crowded. Why don't we just come another way?
No.
My husband started pouting again, so we decided to get in line, but I do not have a good feeling about this.
Hungry, 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 hungry.
Figures. Now my husband is getting irritated. Normally, Sorao is bright and kind of a jokester, but when he gets hungry, he completely changes his behavior. He becomes extremely violent. I didn't want to deal with that, so I wanted to come another day, but he had the obsession of staying here to eat, so I didn't know what to do.
I'm hungry!
Hey, stop yelling! I kept trying to keep him calm for another 30 minutes before we finally got into the store. I thought that everything was fine when, suddenly, my husband started doing something else problematic.
This and that. Ooh, this looks good too.
You're really gonna eat all of that?
That's totally fine. I'm super hungry. Woo, get in my belly.
My husband started shoveling all of this food into his mouth. However, he started to slow down, slowly but surely, and at the end...
that was nice.
Hey, there's so much food left over!
I can't eat anymore.
That's why I asked. Are you sure you can eat all of this at the beginning? What are you gonna do with all of this?
I thought that I could eat this, but I couldn't, so what do you want me to do about it? It's all the same since we're paying for an all-you-can-eat buffet. It doesn't matter how much I leave behind.
He did not feel any kind of remorse or guilt with what he did, and this is how he always was too. He always just ordered a boatload of food that he couldn't finish before coming to realize that he couldn't finish it. He also asked for a lot of food back at our house, so I prepare it, but then he doesn't finish it once he's full. As a result, I always end up eating all the veggies, which he doesn't like. It was right after I got married that he started completely changing. I was confused how he changed so much, so I asked his mom and I found out.
You know he has 2 other brothers. That's why he was always a war at the dinner table. No matter how much we cooked, they just always wanted to keep as much food in their territory, you know? I told him to not do that because it's not a good habit, but...
Then he got married, and out comes the truth. I have some sisters too, but we didn't eat too much. And my mom always gave us a clean your plate policy. So I couldn't believe my husband's behavior towards leaving behind food and not caring at all about it. That's why I always warn him, but he always says, eating how much of whatever you want is seriously the best thing about being an adult. He really doesn't understand how insane his behavior is. If we ever have kids, I don't want them to see their father doing this kind of thing, and more than anything, I always just build up stress spending time around him. I wonder if there's anything I can do to change his behavior.
No, that's not gonna be enough for my bento.
You always say that, and then you end up leaving behind food.
It's fine, just put more in.
Yeah.
No, I want meat, not veggies.
Then you're just gonna get a bunch of meat. It's not good for you. I said that I wanted you to eat more veggies for your health.
I'm not gonna be able to move with that tiny amount of meat. I can't work.
How old is this man that I'm talking to? Sometimes I really can't tell. I mean, he usually eats a bento without leaving anything behind, so I really don't mind. I ended up giving him some of my fried chicken that I'd made for myself. I didn't realize I was doing that. During lunch that same day, my ex-coworker contacted me. I actually used to work at the same company as him before we got married. We were in different branches, but I met him when we had a corporate event together. I continued to work after marriage, but Sorao said that he wanted me to become a housewife, so I left my job temporarily. I figured that I'd go back to working part-time after I have kids and they grow up. My best friend from work contacted me. Her name was Tay.
Nay, do you have a second?
Hey, what's going on?
I didn't know if I should tell you or not, Nay, but I just couldn't let this go.
What is it? What happened?
Well, I saw Sorao-kun making his employees eat its bento.
Huh? No way. You really aren't kidding.
You cook that bento for him, right?
Yeah, every day.
Right.
Wait, that's not only today?
No, I've seen this happen at least 3 times. I was talking to some of the guys from the office, and they said that he was throwing away some of your bento and saying, "Man, my wife really just doesn't understand me. I don't know if she's doing this for my health or what, But don't put stuff that your husband literally doesn't like. I'm guessing he just eats what he wants and then he gives everything else away. That guy was also pretty put off, so...
No way.
I'm sorry, Nana. I thought that maybe not telling you would be better so that you don't get hurt, but I just couldn't let him get away with this.
No, thank you for telling me. He always came back with a clean bento box. That stupid, unhealthy little... I did think that it was weird since he always left everything else behind.
I really can't believe it. You were honestly so much better of an employee than him anyway. You literally went back into the house just so that he could work. And then he throws away the bento that you took the time and care out of your day to make and then talks bad about you too?
You're more upset about this than I am.
Of course I am.
I'm happy, thank you. I'll just talk to him once and see what he says. If he actually says sorry, fine. If not, then...
Tell me what happens.
I immediately messaged my husband. Hey.
What is it? I'm busy right now.
Yeah, I'll get right to business. What did you do with the bento that I made?
What do you mean? I ate it, of course.
You didn't leave anything behind? You ate it all?
What? Of course I did. I always take home a clean bento box, don't I?
Then what is this?
Ugh.
What the hell are you doing with the bento that I took the time out of my day just to make for you?
It's my bento. I should be able to do anything I want with it.
My ass! I always tell you this, but it's not a good thing to leave behind food. And it's not even that you aren't able to finish it. You're just making other people eat things that you don't want to eat.
Who told you that?
Does it matter who told me? I'm asking you what the hell you're thinking.
It's your fault for putting in all this veggie crap because it's health or something. I'm not gonna be able to get really full because of that. I ended up having to spend more money at a convenience store.
You really throw away someone's bento that they made for you and then you waste money on other stuff? I don't believe it.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
Look here, if you don't swear to take care of your bento, then I'm never gonna make you your bento from now on.
Yeah, fine. I can just eat whatever I want then, so I'll feel better that way.
So yeah,
Oh my god.
this might be a divorce thing.
Huh? Really?
Honestly, I'm pretty damned over his attitude towards food. Honestly, I really have started to feel like he's not the kind of guy that I can live with. Like at all.
Maybe this isn't something that I should be saying, but have you tried talking to him about it?
I've been talking to him like every day, but he really doesn't believe even an inch of his behavior is insane. If anything, he starts saying that I'm the one acting like I'm poor or something and that he's embarrassed.
I don't believe it. Alright, I guess all bets are off then.
Yeah, I guess so.
You should really get back at him.
How?
I have a good idea.
Tay is seriously a genius when it comes to this sort of thing. After hearing my plans, I decided to go along with that. After that fight, we were essentially in a Cold War. We lived in the same house, but we never talked to each other. I did everything at home except cook. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, bento, everything. I just boycotted everything. Oh, and I stopped with the midnight snacks too. My husband was clearly upset, but he was the one that said he would be fine, so he couldn't even complain about it at all. But he was so horrible at cooking, so we always went to the convenience store to buy a bunch of pre-cooked meals. Every day there was just a bunch of trash that my husband couldn't finish or intentionally left over. Just seeing that really pissed me off. But this was all according to plan. My husband didn't know about what was going on and continued to go on to the store to get his lovely, delicious food. Then Tay suggested that we all go out for drinks, as coworkers. It was time for a plan.
Buffet!
Tay chose a slightly expensive lunch buffet. It was all you can eat and he loved that, so he didn't even eat the day before. That's how excited he was.
Why the hell are you coming when you quit your job?
Tay invited me. That's why. If you don't like it, how about you go home?
Like hell, it's a buffet!
So what? I was about to scream at him, but I have to hold back. We headed to the store separately. The store seemed extremely expensive.
This store is a really expensive French store at night, but during lunch, they have a limited seating buffet. I've always wanted to come here at least once to give it a shot.
Hey, look at all that. There's roast beef. Is that all you can eat too?
Yes, all the food that is over there is all you can eat. However, if you leave behind too much...
Woo, I'm starving.
He didn't bother listening to the waitress's explanation till the end, and Sorao made a beeline to secure his food. He had skipped out from the following day, so he was genuinely starving. He brought 5 large plates, which was a record for me. And all those plates were stacked with food. Everyone around us was shocked to see the amount of food he brought.
Hey, Sorao, I think you got too much stuff there, man.
The lady from the store said that you shouldn't take too much.
It's totally fine, guys. Woo!
Yeah, I don't think I could put up with that.
Right? Myself and everyone else that came to the party left Sorao chowing down and got food that was appropriate for a single adult. Some of us went back for seconds too. The food really was delicious and everyone was quite satisfied. Except this one person.
I can't eat anymore.
There's like over half left over, Sorao-kun. Come on, eat up.
I don't wanna.
Don't be a child, dude. It's a waste of money.
You guys are so dumb. We're literally adults already. We can just eat whatever we want and leave behind whatever we don't finish.
Yeah, that's not how that works. Do you realize what's gonna happen if you leave this behind, Sorao-kun?
It's just gonna be thrown out, right?
He looked at everyone to ask, what's wrong with that? And everyone just stood there shocked. But Sorao didn't give a crap about everyone judging him. He just sat deeply into his seat and started messing with his phone.
If you're not gonna eat that, then I'm gonna get to check. You cool with that?
Yeah, hurry up.
Check, please.
Excuse me,
The waiter looked at the giant pile of food that was left over in front of Sorao and made a sour face.
are you sure you want me to ring you up now?
We said yes. Hurry up, damn it.
Very well, sir.
Then the waiter brought a pretty large digital scale and placed it on the table. He put all the leftovers from Sorao into a single plate and checked the number, then...
Everyone except this customer is going to come out at $39.99.
Huh? What do you mean everyone except me?
You left behind quite a large amount of food, so you're going to be charged separately.
Huh? I didn't hear anything about that.
I explained in the beginning, sir.
Yeah, he did.
You just didn't bother listening.
I didn't hear what I didn't hear.
It's written on the course description too. Did you forget how to read?
I don't know about that.
Dude, you're a grown-ass man. Stop being so cringy. Honestly, it's your fault for leaving behind all this food.
Damn it, how much is it gonna be?
After considering the weight of the place, you left behind 2,100 grams of food. We charge an extra 5 cents per gram, so we will need at least $105, in addition to the $39.99 for the all-you-can-eat course.
100? That's too expensive.
If you consider the amount of food you're wasting here, I think it's actually quite reasonable.
Just cough up the money, man.
I don't have that kind of money. I heard that it was just gonna be a flat fee. Nana, you take care of it.
Huh? Why the hell would I?
You're my wife.
You only say that when it benefits you. Fine, as long as you promise me that you'll listen to one thing later.
Oh, fine.
We took care of the bill even after leaving. Sorao's anger didn't slow down.
This is insane. This store's crazy. A bunch of thieves. I'm gonna write a bunch of horrible reviews online.
My husband reached for his phone, but one of my coworkers grabbed his hand and stopped him. I must not have been the only person that got tired of his behavior.
Dude, enough, Sorao. That was clearly your fault. They did nothing wrong. That's right, and I'm just gonna be honest with you and tell you now, but pushing your wife's food onto us when she made you that lovely bento, that's horrible.
You all told her?
Actually, I told her.
Why would you do that? Do you have any idea what you've done to me? I gotta eat convenience store bento for a whole month because of you.
You still understand how horrible what you've done is, huh?
What the hell? Everyone's out to get me? It's her fault for making that horrible food. What more do you want out of me? I'm gonna throw away bad food.
Okay, then I guess I'm throwing you away too. I shoved divorce papers to Sorao in front of everyone.
What the hell is this?
I'm saying that I cannot get along with a man that didn't care that his wife made him food for his health and then throws it away.
Shut the hell up, I'm not signing this.
Oh, so you just said you listen to anything I want you to do a second ago.
You're gonna make me sign a divorce paper with $100?
You can pay me back right now too. Oh wait, you can't. You bought too much food at the convenience store that you basically used up all of your money from when you were single, right?
How do you know all that?
You dabbled into loans, didn't you? You know that I saw the settlement letters they sent.
No way!
You're completely bone dry and you're acting all tough, huh? What are you gonna do?
Uh,
He gave up and signed the divorce papers. Not a single person actually covered for him. But this stupid, empty-brained moron wasn't over it yet. He wrote an entire thesis on how this restaurant was horrible, and how it was equally to blame for everything that is wrong in the world. Oh, and of course, how he was totally the right person, too. The results? Well, I mean, I think you can tell, but simply put, he went up in flames. His horrible actions and behavior was retweeted all over the world for everyone to see. He was even shown on a world's worst reviewer site. He finally started to realize that maybe he was a little wrong.
I'm the insane one? Why?
He quickly deleted his post, but he was way too late for that. He realized that his view was completely wrong and was completely at a loss. Then something happened to my ex-husband that would be the final blow.
Nana, I'm sorry, okay? I was totally wrong, so please come back to me.
Oh, what's going on, Mr. Shitstorm? Oh, I heard you lost your job too.
If you know, then you should save me.
Serves you right, idiot. I heard that you stole from the vendors at the office fairly frequently, huh?
I didn't have money.
That's not gonna pass, you idiot. Makes sense why they would fire you.
Don't say that. I swear I'll change my attitude. Please talk to the CEO and make him change his mind, okay?
I can't do that.
Why?
Because I'm going to be taking your spot in the office.
Huh?
I actually asked Ty if I could rejoin the office a while ago. I'm really glad there's an open spot now.
You're kidding me. You're gonna go back to work?
I mean, I'm divorced now. I've got to get to work.
Okay.
What?
I could just be the stay-at-home husband, okay? Then I can make you a whole bunch of good food for you while you're gone, right?
I said that I'm not going to get back with you.
Oh, come on, please.
You gotta take out the old rotten food, you know?
Nana! Nana!
My husband lost his job and wasn't able to pay back his debt. He quickly started drowning in interested and was being chased around by some very scary people. He couldn't live in a place with a roof, and he basically lives in the streets rustling through trash to find leftovers.
I threw away food like this.
I'm sure he's probably a little guilty now. I mean, not that it has anything to do with me. On the other hand, I'm able to get back to work. Now because of Tay's help. I need to hurry up and get back into the swing of things. I think that there's a lot of food now. And it's really easy to forget that someone worked hard to serve this food on your plate. Food is a limited resource, and is used to be alive at one point. Do not forget that they died so that you could survive. Be grateful and enjoy every meal.